Got my nigga Cheese in this bitch. Midwest UGK, nigga. You already know. I said my hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. This 100-round drummy. It'll knock a nigga right down. My dope on my scale. It be knocking watch lights out. My spot do be booming. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. My hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle.
Yo, hey man, you know what it is. It's time for that Culture for the Street podcast. Back at you with another episode. Y'all now tuned in to the greatest, man. We back at you like we never left. And today we finna talk about this mass shooting that happened in Dadeville, Alabama, at a Sweet 16 birthday party. Well, 28 was injured.
Go ahead.
28 was injured. 4 was killed. They had to pull up with 17 ambulance, and people had to watch all of them bodies get
32
escorted.
was injured, cuz not 28. You gotta add 4 more injuries to that. It was 4 killed, 32 injured in that mass shooting at the Sweet 16 birthday party in Alabama. It ain't really came out on the news far as how it surfaced and you know, like what caused the shooting, but it's no excuse for why it was a shooting at a party full of kids in high school, junior high. Like, it's getting out of hand. It's getting to the point now where like nobody got morals when they shooting at people they got a problem with or wherever the situation is. What happened to get your man? Niggas just hop out now and they just start shooting at anybody that's out there, which is stupid. Look how many people caught bullets. You got people that lost their brother. You got people that lost their friend. You got people that lost their like relatives and close friends and teammates and classmates. Like, that situation is so ugly. And just to make it uglier on Saturday alone, because this is the same day that it actually happened, on Saturday alone, that was just one of 9 mass shootings on Saturday. So we talking about the Sweet 16, yeah, and it was super horrific because it involved nothing but kids. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's terrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't. It's giving me PTSD. I say this every time we got to discuss something that got to do with kids being involved because it makes me want to go to anywhere my kids got to go. It make me want to go take them personally and be strapped when I take them and wait on them when it's over with because it's like that scarce outside.
It's just that serious.
It's very serious, and not just very serious, but we only in April, bruh. How we almost got we got over 163 mass shootings in the United States in just 2023 alone. So in 2023 alone, mass shootings became common.
It has.
It's just as common as a nigga walking outside and burning a nigga he had an issue with in the street. It's becoming that common. And like they said, gun violence is the top reason why children dying. They ain't say it's the top reason why adults is dying. They said it's the
kid.
That ain't sad, dude. Like, that's sad, bro.
And what make it so bad? This city population is only 3,000. That's small. That's
Very
a small city. You know what I mean? And they said they what's going on? What's going on? How you doing? But they said that city is, you know, by being so small like that, everybody kind of know everybody. It's never been no bad vibe like that. So for all hell to break loose, and not only that, even the birthday girl got shot. The birthday girl got shot. Another player that was on his way to Jackson State, he got killed too. You had the head.
I think he was a quarterback. If I'm not mistaken, I know he was the starter team. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And even if he wasn't on the team, it's still sad because it should have never happened in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it just make you wonder, did y'all have any police there at all to govern them children? Like, I feel like the police should have been present. Police should be present anytime kids have events, especially the way all these shootings going on with children dying.
We got to establish the fact that police security, not regular flashlight security, police security should
Right.
be mandated in anything that got to do with school
With
events,
children.
including school being in session until the bell ring and everybody about to get up out of there.
I agree.
Police should be around.
Mm-hmm.
They want to ask parents for 17 IDs just to get into the school about their kid, but the shooter can get in with an all access pass.
Right.
That don't make no sense to me, bro.
At some point, like, when they gonna draw the line and say, hey man, due to all these children being killed, we got officers such and such armed security that's gonna be outside when the bell ring, when you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, y'all, the kids is being overlooked. But let it be a club or whatever. You ain't gonna see nothing but blue lights out there in the parking lot, making sure no cars get broke in.
They so busy trying to catch the criminal, they ain't protecting the innocent. And that's what that is. They so busy trying to catch the criminals that they don't protect the innocent. The kids is innocent, bruh, in any situation. You go to schools, you go to parties, you go to dances, it don't matter where it's at. If it's kids involved, bro, where the moral go from that? You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, a nigga could have caught a nigga that he been looking for forever. But just because it's a whole bunch of kids around, that nigga got an automatic pass on his life.
And just
It ain't
imagine.
like that no more, man. Niggas just pull it out and get the shooting. It don't matter if it's babies around, grandmothers around. Niggas pull that bitch out and just get the shooting, cuz.
And 17 ambulance pulled up. So just imagine people watching all these bodies being carried out this
How many
event.
ambulance you think supposed to pull up? 32 people got shot. 4 dead. So you need 4 trucks, the corner joints for the ones that lost their life. And then you still got to bring enough EMTs for the 32 that's in critical.
That shit sad. That's
They probably
sad,
had
man.
EMTs from other counties coming because
Mm-hmm.
when the last
It's a
time you
small
seen
city.
32 ambulances get dispatched? I ain't never seen. I don't even think if I drive down to where the ambulance is at in my city, I doubt if they got 32 ambulance trucks.
No. Hell no. They had to call surrounding counties.
You said how many trucks? 17?
17.
That mean they was like damn near putting 2 in each truck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They putting 2 victims in each truck
Babies.
because they ain't have enough. And you can't wait for no trucks, no EMTs to come from an hour away. And 2, you can't
No.
wait for that when people in critical and people shot. We talking about kids. So that shit got to be immediate. You got to be on point with that. You got to rush that. So them 17 trucks saved a lot of lives because it could have been way more than 4 people dead, especially when you got a whole bunch of people sitting up in critical condition. Critical mean they damn near died, bruh.
These events, from, I could say, from last year to this year, majority of these events that has something to do with children, it don't be no police around. It don't be nothing but grown-ups and
It's
children.
so sad right now, man. In the last couple of weeks alone, man, we done seen We done seen rappers shoot everybody in their family, and then shoot a rap video after you done shot everybody in your family for clout, and then you really shoot your whole family because they kicked you out. Nigga, if you wanted to be out in the street and your mom, that's what my mama used to do, nigga. When you want to be in the streets, get your ass out there then, because you can't be up in here. That's what happens, nigga. You couldn't take it, so you shot your whole fucking family. You a piece of shit. That nigga deserve to get gunned down. But we seeing shit like that happen on the regular, bruh. People don't care. People don't care no more. We watching people shoot their whole household, man, over petty shit.
It's like everybody wiggle out.
And then we watch this shit on the news and develop a certain type of anxiety toward the shit. So then when we sitting around people, just because we constantly seeing people die, get killed, and the way they dying and getting killed, and the situations where they dying and getting killed, it's giving a whole bunch of people anxiety, bro. Because then when you go out in public, you just watch 10 videos of a nigga getting shot 1,000 times at the gas station. Now you at the gas station. Now you pumping gas and shit, and because you got anxiety because what you been seeing so much.
They ain't got these guns for show and tell no more. They putting them to work. Between the semi truck.
Nah, I ain't heard about that.
So
they was trying to drive a Tesla with no hands and end up crashing into a semi truck.
Jeez.
That's crazy. I ain't.
Yeah. No,
we
haven't seen that yet.
And prayers for them, man.
Yeah, condolences because it's too many children just getting smushed, dog. I'm talking about worldwide.
Yeah, it is.
There's
a lot of
same incident.
Like we talking about the Sweet 16. Sweet 16 shouldn't be attached to mass shooting, bro.
Same thing that happened here. I want to say last week. It was a children event. Allegedly, they went to what you call it, like a community center. You know where they got the basketball goals and everything.
Yeah.
The children,
like a rec
they
center.
ended up going to the rec center. You know, to finish the party. Next thing you know, a whole shootout happens. An innocent child that's not from the streets ended up getting killed.
And this is almost in every situation.
Yeah.
It's almost like every
thing.
day somebody innocent dies due to other people problems. Because when people pull up shooting, nigga, you're not pitching the bullets at the nigga you shooting at. You shooting them. So when you miss him, them bullets keep going. They subject to hit somebody else.
It's crazy, man. And everything is being recorded. We don't have to wait to go see what's going on because these days niggas like to record when they shooting or have somebody recording for them while they shoot.
And even if you not recording while you shooting, there's so many cameras nowadays everywhere. You're going to get recorded while you shooting. So man, the whole shit is just fucked up because we talking about a Sweet 16 party right now. And then 8 more other mass shootings happened at the same time. It's 163 total shootings alone this year. Like, nigga, once the disagreement happens, niggas just shooting. Bah, 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 bah.
No, it's no lead. They asking the community to come forward and tell them if they hear anything. They don't have no lead.
No arrest made.
No arrest.
And that make it even sadder because 32 people shot. Critical. and another 4 dead, and y'all don't got an image of what a nigga look like. Y'all don't know who y'all, what address y'all should be at trying to arrest a motherfucker. Y'all don't know nothing.
Right. Where's the cameras? It cameras on that building? Because they said it was allegedly it was a dance center. Like, I guess it was some type of spot where people rented out or whatever the case may be for that party to be thrown right there.
And let me just throw this out there, because if this had been the mayor in that city or somebody on the council or something like that, they'd have been using every CCTV in their city to figure out what car they was in, where they ran. Did we see these niggas? Did they run across one of these cameras? Nigga, an innocent child life is just as valuable, if not more, than them bitch ass niggas. Because at the end of the day, in the future, they gonna be the niggas on the council. They gonna be the teachers, the presidents, and all the other shit. So if we ain't protecting the kids, what the fuck we protecting?
All these kids had to go to their hospital. So all them nurses was working that day.
We talking about,
that's sad.
We talking about 36 victims,
in a small town.
36 victims. Nigga, that's 36 families mourning. 36 families going through it right now, with 4 of them families mourning the loss of somebody in their family.
Everybody got a bullet.
Not only should the police be on their job, but the fucking community need to figure this shit out too.
They do.
Because it's not a danger. It's a danger to the whole community, because kids is at risk right now about this shit.
And for them to have a small population like that, cuz I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have a Walmart.
They probably don't. You seen how that city looked it? It looked it like just like a country town. You see what I'm saying? It didn't look like it had all the main things that you would have in the basic little small city type thing. It still don't excuse why niggas is out here.
No, it don't.
You know what I'm saying? 3,000 people in your city, that should make it even easier to find a nigga that did this bullshit.
Somebody got some type of footage. Ain't nowhere in the hell like that's too much. That's too much for nobody not to have no type of footage.
Like, just sitting here talking about this shit, it's a sensitive spot about that shit, because when I was watching it on the news and shit, just to see people crying about their friend and they friend being gone, or how they watch their friend get shot trying to save them, and you know, like the sister or the brother that was killed, she said had he not pushed her down, he never would have. She would have been dead too. So you know what I'm saying? It's like he saved her life, but he lost his. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dramatic shit that went on with that shit, and I felt that shit because, nigga, that shouldn't have been happening to them. They innocent kids, bruh.
I'm on this podcast.
It would be all kind of it, man. Listen, man, they'd be shutting the city down trying to find out who did that. And right now, for them not to have no suspect, no leads, they don't know how the whole situation, even what the altercation was that made this whole situation pan out the way it did, far as what led to the shooting. Was it an altercation, a confrontation, a dispute prior to the dance? Or did this break out in the dance and then niggas went outside the dance and start airing the building out and just, or did they shoot inside the building? Either which way, 32 people got shot. Mass shootings is definitely a common thing now in the United States, whereas we used to see mass shootings on the news here and there and used to just think like, man, these people crazy. But now we seeing this shit every week, and it's kind of like the system normalizing mass shootings. So now we getting used to seeing mass shootings. We just hoping the shit don't never happen around us. But the truth is, you don't never know when a mass shoot. Everybody got a gun now. These open carry, and all this shit, and all these other states is a plot to that shit because now you done put guns in the hands of people that shouldn't even have no fucking gun because they got a badass attitude. They mentally disturbed. Some of these motherfuckers racist. Some of these motherfuckers wouldn't got a gun solely because they planned on shooting the first motherfucker that get out of pocket because they been getting bullied. And this shit leading to a street nigga can't go outside no more and have that dispute where they end up tussling and fighting. No. Soon as the disagreement happen, whoever pull out their gun first, survive around this motherfucker, man.
But like she said, if it was Becca's party, it would be FBI and ATF everywhere.
It would be. It still should be. This was a fucking school party.
I agree. But they shove it in their face how they feel about us every day.
It's fucking crazy.
They pull up late to the scene when you're halfway dead.
And I really want to know who responsible for it because we don't really know true details. So what if the nigga that did it was white? Because let's just be honest, in the South, young teenage, like I was locked up in Alabama, so I know this to be true. And when I was locked up in Alabama, it was a lot of young white boys in there for setting fires to churches. It's like a memento to these niggas, an accolade to these niggas that's racist and young to do shit like that. They not burning white churches, they burning black churches. Understand that. It'd be a lot of hate crimes going on every day. And some of them get covered up because of the race of the person that committed the. You see what I'm saying?
Facts. They get swept under the rug.
So I ain't just gonna until they come out and they be like, well, we got a suspect. They show me a picture and they be like, well, it was some black man, whatever. It could be a nigga or it could be a white person that did this. Because white people be doing this.
I just don't see a black guy sliding through the cracks on no shit like that.
I ain't gonna say that, cuz. Look at the motherfucking DC sniper. This nigga walking around on some.
Oh yeah, he was tearing shit up.
Nigga, they riding around in a fucking van that got a sniper hole in it, just picking shit off from the van on some professional movie type shit, American Sniper shit, and got the whole fucking city scared to death. And they didn't catch them right away. They was down and shit before they got caught. So we can't say ain't no nigga smart enough, because that would be inaccurate as fuck.
No, I ain't gonna say smart enough, but it's just crazy when it comes to a small country town. You can get booked fast as hell in one of them type of towns, but due to this situation, there's no lead.
Sometimes you could do shit at the right time and slide right through it.
And everybody knows each other down there. Now they said that for sure, like by it being a small city, like everybody, you know, they can call and say your son over here this time of night type shit. He ain't got no business out because it's a small ass city like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was somebody, if it probably was somebody from the next county that came over and had a problem with a little young cat. That was, you know how it go.
There's no telling, but we just
it's just a question mark. It's just
we just can't.
Yeah,
we can't
do nothing. Just like the law, they don't have no lead. We don't know nothing either. All we know is everybody got hurt at that party.
And once again, nigga, condolences to them families. Prayers to the ones that lost their loved ones too, man, because this shit be sad. And this ain't just something we just wake up and be wanting to talk about.
No.
to
This
get
shit take the
views and all
energy
that other
out
shit,
you.
man. Cause nigga, we got kids and shit too, man. And this shit affect everybody that's a parent, as a parent, because
Mm-hmm.
nigga, like I said, this develops anxiety within yourself about your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We already dealing with like in my city now is people sharing pictures of people that they kid been missing and shit. Like it's a lot of shit. That's why I some parents don't want their kids to have cell phones and shit like that till a certain age. Whereas me, once my kids hit about 6, god damn it, you gonna have this phone. Cause
They need one.
you gonna
It's
need to know how to call
important.
your fucking parents. You know what I'm saying?
It's important. The
It's very
police don't
important.
get there on time.
It's very important. You know
The
what I'm saying?
police do
Because
not get there on time.
when we let our kids go places, whether they go to school event, party, friend's house,
Man,
we don't see what's going on, and we not there
it's
to shelter them from danger, man.
it's like anything got to do with a child event. I don't care if it's Fields Day, St. Patrick's Day, or whatever. It's like your antennas better be up. Don't overlook this. Like this gonna be a smooth day, and the children gonna be safe. Now, due to all of this,
It's
children getting.
dangerous outside, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it may cause for you to be a little bit stricter with your kids because
Mm-hmm.
what's going on outside, and you got to be the one that's solely responsible for protecting your kids, man. Sometimes. Whether they like it or not sometimes because they got to understand the safety of their life too, man, because sometimes they might not think,
And
sometimes you don't have to go looking for trouble. Sometimes trouble just finds you. Sometimes you just end up in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know how many people
mm-hmm.
die every year, every day for just being in the wrong area? They didn't have nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying?
It happens like that. It
Yeah, it
happens.
happened like that. So you know what I'm saying? We got to be more mindful about what our kids
It's
and
like
shit doing,
it's
man.
like you really gotta cause how the lady lost her child last week. She literally said that, she was with her child at the first event, but when they left to go to the other make a transition to the community center, she wasn't there. So it's like, damn, you was just with me and I let you go over here and look what I do as soon as I take my eyes off of you. That
But think
hurts,
about it,
bro.
cuz Imma just make this point real quick. As when we was young, when we started to jump out in the streets and shit like that, you know, we started off hot shit at the house, shit like that. But we also had them type of moms that when you ain't at home, they in your room cleaning the motherfucker up. Just a mom being a mom, she
Mm-hmm.
gonna find certain shit. But sometimes, okay, if she find that gun and she take it, you might have been coming in the house looking for that motherfucker because now you got an issue, but mom that took the gun. You don't really understand that your mom coming in here cleaning, finding this gun and taking it just stops you from going to kill a nigga. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So
Right.
certain things that parents used to do back in the day, okay, she found the drugs. She flushed them down the toilet. But you don't know if you had came and got them and then went off. You don't know you was walking into a setup. Next thing you know, your ass going to jail. So in hindsight, you really didn't see it like that at the time. But nigga, our parents was looking out for us in so many motherfucking ways because we don't never know what was really we was really living on a gamble every time. In the street, being in the street is a gamble. You shaking the dice every day. You hoping you 7, 11, and point every day. Nigga, you trying to avoid crapping out at all costs. But nigga, we don't know when them dice gonna roll on craps, man. So what our parents used to do for us back in the day was kind of saving us in so many ways. Whereas today, I think I'm not gonna say all parents stop doing it, but I'm gonna say a lot of parents stop doing it because now they instead of being the parent, they pamper the kid. It's just like, okay, like I
Mm-hmm.
said, back in the day when we did certain shit, we wanted to be in the street. Our parents disagree with that shit. Get y'all ass out. I understand it's 30 degrees outside cold, but you won't be a street nigga. Take your street ass outside where it's cold at. Figure it
Real
like,
talk.
you see what I'm saying? Whereas now where the parent will, some might do that. But let the kid go to jail. Now the kid didn't want to listen to you all fucking the whole time they've been outside doing all this dumb shit. They didn't want to listen to the parent. Now they go to jail. Who the first people they call? They don't call the girlfriend, the homeboy they was in the car with before they bounced out the mother. They don't call none of them niggas, man. You call mommy and daddy, nigga. The same two people you ain't want to listen to.
I mean, but then you know you had a lot of God fearing mothers, because you know majority of these mothers these days they don't believe in nothing. So you know they don't they don't have no spiritual side like that. They just party and thugging just like the streets. But
You can't expect you can't expect the same morals out of a broad that's a grandmother today when the average grandmother 35 to 40.
You're right.
Sometimes younger than that, nigga.
It's
Depending on
only
when they had kids. So
it's only
they're not
a
gonna keep
select.
the same trait they grandmother had because they didn't even keep the traits that they mama had. So they done missed out on 2 generations of the strength of a woman, nigga. Because they showed us the strength of a woman. Today's the majority, I mean, a vast majority of today's women showed us the weakness of a woman. Because before they go out and they go get a job, when they going through the struggle, they gonna pull them titties out. They gonna pull their ass out. They gonna show you their body all over. See what I'm saying? That's just as bad as a cop killing somebody. Boom, when they pull him over. He jump out the car, take off running, and you just boom, 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 boom. When you got 17,000 gadgets on this goddamn Batman belt that'll deactivate this nigga without killing him, but you went for the kill first. Same thing. Instead of a female going out there and being patient and waiting for their time, they just jump right out there like everybody else. So you know what I'm saying? And they don't care about the fact that they got kids. They will use that as the excuse to why they doing what they doing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It ain't even
Yeah.
I'm degrading myself. I'm doing this for my kids because I gotta pay
Nah,
some bills.
that's their
Nigga,
justification.
stop it. Nigga, stop it, man. That ain't nigga. So many other things you could be doing. I know bitches that work off their computer and bringing in about $5,000 a month. So you barely bringing in anything like that, and you got your titties out and shit.
It's backwards.
It's backwards. So the grandmother today and the mom is different. It's just different, bro. And time changes, so I get that. But the morals of how we grew up and the standards and that we look for in women and shit is kind of leaving because how much can you go outside and see a broad that remind you of your mom? None. Bitch can't
Not at
cook shit
all.
from scratch. She can't do shit but figure out passwords, find out if you cheating, and fuck other niggas like that's and show your titties. Like that's all y'all got to like. Come on, bro.
It's sad.
And kids
It's
grow up to have
and
to live in that. And when they grow up and they gotta live in certain environments, they gonna grow up and their mentality gonna be built a certain type of way. When I grew up, there's dope boys in my house. I used to open the door to my bedroom door as a little kid, and mama out there, nigga, they snorting lines, nigga, they cooking up 9, 10 of them at a time. You see what I'm saying? Like,
shit was
and
going
in
on.
return, nigga mentality get a certain way. You see you see what's going on, but then you see the bad part about it too. Because I also had to see my mom get carted out by the task force and go to jail, go to prison for some years. So now we gotta adapt differently. But now I've been watching all these things, so my mind is trained for what my physical wasn't even involved in. You know what I'm saying? So by the time a nigga did jump off the porch, I understood how to move around in it because I've been watching this shit all the time. So
right.
My whole point is, as a parent, watch what the fuck your kids see, man. Period.
And don't let them children, don't let no kids bring no firearm in your house.
And that's what my point about how our mothers and stuff was. Like, it wasn't, they might not have been purposely searching our rooms, but they in our rooms, they doing our laundry, they was cleaning our rooms,
they going in
behind us, basically, type stuff. And they would stumble up on certain things because they don't half-ass clean, they all the way clean.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So they gonna clean on top of the bed, but they gonna get up under the bed too.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna make up under that mattress. Lift the mat so they could tuck the sheets up. They doing all that, so they was gonna find shit that you didn't think they was gonna find. Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And
shoe boxes, everything.
And I just feel like parents need to go back to shit like that, because that's gonna save our kids in so many ways, bro.
Real shit. But this is all we got on y'all for this episode. It's time for that Coach for the Street, man. Y'all know what it is. Tune in to the channel, smash that button. Don't leave up out of here until you've been served.
Till you've been served. Latch off the back door. Back door always open. You just ain't gonna be able to back doors. Let's go.
Let's go, man.
Hey, though. It's the mafia. This shit for all the gangsters, nigga. Real story. Jugging out the double doors, cuz in the 6'4". Choppers hitting switches on these niggas back in 94. Basketball practice, and after that I'm back to selling dope. When the cops hit the ab, I done made a rack off of my pager though. When the WAP hit my box, I'ma hit them back, I'm on the payphone. My shoebox getting full, I need to go buy me a safe for real. It's treacherous outside, not supposed to have it, but I paid for it. A brand new out the box, Tootie on me.